My name's Tom Clementi. I've been at Amlin now for about 4.5 years. I joined back in September 2007. I started off initially working in the group strategy team, and then more recently, at the beginning of this year, in January 2012, I moved to work in our marine division. You know, has it been fun to work here? Absolutely. I've had a really good 4.5 years. There's been some wonderful opportunities to move around different parts of the organisation, to travel around some of the different international offices, because one of the big changes since I joined is the footprint that the company now has around the world. And so I've thoroughly enjoyed that. I've learned a lot, and it's been a very enjoyable and rewarding experience. I think the atmosphere here at Amlin is friendly. You know, people are keen to help others. I think it's a collegiate atmosphere. It's a civilised place to work. I mean, having worked previously in the field of law, where you work till midnight every night, I mean, here I think people generally leave at civilised hours, have time for lunch. I think if you go back to the roots of Amlin, I mean, Amlin in some respects is quite a young company. It was formed back in 1998 from the merger of two different organisations. On the one hand, Angusteen, and on the other hand, Murray Lawrence, which is where the name Amlin comes from. Angusteen Murray Lawrence Insurance is what Amlin stands for. And you can trace the roots of Amlin back to 1903. You know, Lloyd's itself is quite it has sort of a reputation of being a fairly stuffy and conservative type of place. And some of that is fair, I think. So on the outside, it can look like it's quite a traditional Anglo-Saxon organisation. But the way that we do business, I think, is very modern. And as I said before, we're a growing business internationally. And so, if you go to our Zurich office, for example, you won't find that remotely stuffy. If you go to Paris office, the same. If you go to our Dutch offices, they look very different to Lloyd's. And as I say, they're much less Anglo-Saxon. We are a much more international company than we used to be. We're a much bigger company than we used to be. And that brings with it opportunities for people to have good careers and do different things.